What up, dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? Y'all already know this is Punch Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. A.k.a. la doble sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Mi gente, mi gente, mi gente. Has Canelo Alvarez plateaued? Has he reached his peak? Could he go above that? Could he be greater than what he is? Has Eddy Reynoso plateaued? Or has the combination of Canelo Alvarez and Eddy Reynoso have plateaued together? Now, of course, there's going to be some answers that he got, some question he need to answer in his fight versus Triple G, September 17th. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to be talking about that Triple G is an old fighter, 40 years old. Did knock out stopped Murata to become a unified middleweight champion of the world. There's a lot of people that also consider that Triple G actually did not really lose to Canelo Alvarez, even though that I got Canelo Alvarez beating Triple G in the second fight. The first fight was a draw, in my opinion. It was a straight-up draw. Some people have Triple G beating Canelo Alvarez 2 fights. At the end of the day, we understand that Canelo Alvarez's best win was versus Triple G. Eddy Reynoso, who has been trainer of the year. A lot of fighters have left him, from Sanchez to Ryan Garcia. Both of them left to guy with Joe Goosen, to Virgil Ortiz being in the gym out there, but he didn't have any time for Virgil Ortiz. Not saying that he was going to train him, but didn't have any time for Virgil Ortiz. You got Andy Ruiz that's going to be fighting Luis Ortiz, and Eddy Reynoso didn't have time. Well, you know, Andy Ruiz said that he's probably not going to be working with Eddy Reynoso. He's not going to be working with Eddy Reynoso to prepare for Luis Ortiz. I believe Eddy Reynoso has taken a lot of vacations, you know what I'm saying? Or he's been busy. Luis and Eddie left. I don't know where Oscar Valdez is at with Eddy Reynoso. But, ladies and gentlemen, Eddy Reynoso has gotten back to he's just the Canelo Alvarez trainer. There's other fighters out there that said that he trains everybody like he trains Canelo Alvarez. And you know what I'm saying? As a trainer, well, I can't really speak or critique a trainer like Eddy Reynoso, who's been trainer of the year, has successful fighters. But everybody has different divisions, you know what I'm saying? You can't train a bantamweight, you know, to fight like Canelo Alvarez that doesn't throw a lot of punches. You know, in the little division, you got to throw a lot of punches. So I understood Luis and Eddie when he said that his style doesn't fit for him. Ryan Garcia said that the style wasn't really fitting for him. Andy Ruiz not training. I can mention all these names, but Eddy Reynoso has resulted back to just being Canelo Alvarez trainer. Will he be more than that? Will he prove to the people that he is more than a Canelo Alvarez trainer? Now, we also can't neglect the fact that Eddy Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez have been together for a long time. It's actually weird to see a combination of trainer and fighter being together for a long time. And Oscar De La Hoya felt that Canelo Alvarez should have left Canelo Alvarez. Oscar De La Hoya said that Canelo Alvarez should have left Eddy Reynoso a long time ago just so he could get better, some new wrinkles to his game. Could Eddy Reynoso add more wrinkles to Canelo Alvarez's game? Now, that's something that we could actually be honest and be genuine to talk about. Could Eddy Reynoso provide more for Canelo Alvarez, who I believe is pound for pound top 5? He's a walking Hall of Famer. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez has done so much. Canelo Alvarez have started his career since, 147 pounds and reached the level to 175 and became a champion. Canelo Alvarez have done a lot, especially compared to his contemporary. He has separated himself from his contemporary so much that it feels like maybe Canelo Alvarez got nothing to prove. Maybe he has plateaued in motivation. Maybe he has peaked in motivation. Maybe this is what Canelo Alvarez actually needed to get to re-amp his motivation. You know that Canelo Alvarez was fighting Dimitry Bivol, but he was fighting him very, very comfortable. And one thing that we also have to understand is, was they looking past their opponents? Maybe the feeling was them looking past their opponent, but the way that his contract with the zone was looking past his opponent, because it was Dimitry Bivol, and then he already had Triple G. So did the team, or collectively, did they have their eyes set on Triple G and look past looking past Dimitry Bivol? I don't know. I don't know. But that's a question. That's a genuine question. Eddy Reynoso have something to prove. A lot of fighters have left Eddy Reynoso. Canelo Alvarez, I don't believe he got something to prove, but I think he does got something to prove, even though that I wanted Canelo Alvarez to get the immediate rematch with Bivol, but I think he got something to prove with the people that believe that if Triple G was his best opponent, his best win, yet the most controversial win of his career, the best win is actually fogged up with controversy. He need to make a statement. He need to make a statement. But even if he beats Triple G and knocks Triple G out, I know that the critique is going to be, well, oh, Triple G was old, Triple G. And this is why I felt like, you know what I'm saying, Canelo Alvarez should have never looked back for Triple G. But again, Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries. A lot of people going to want David Benavidez. I don't even think if Canelo Alvarez beat the ish out of Triple G, that's going to, I don't think it's going to elevate wherever he's at right now. Again, they're going to start this narrative about that Triple G's being old. They're going to try to shame him with David Benavidez. If Canelo Alvarez doesn't look superb and makes it a close fight, if it's a close fight, it's going to be, people are going to, look, if it's a close fight, when it's a close fight with the favorite versus the underdog, and it's a close fight, the underdog, you know what I'm saying, for the fans, win the fight. He's going to have to make a statement versus Triple G. And Eddy Reynoso will have to make a statement. And if Canelo Alvarez, because I do believe in that Dimitry Bivol fight, I don't think Dimitry Bivol did anything special for Canelo Alvarez, who is great, not to make the adjustments. And this is why I'm saying, Canelo Alvarez has plateaued with Eddy Reynoso. Now, I would like Canelo Alvarez to stay with Eddy Reynoso, and I would love Eddy Reynoso to stay with Canelo Alvarez. I would love Eddy Reynoso to actually get away from the shadow of just being Canelo Alvarez trainer, because he has resulted back to that, because everybody really basically has left him. Let me know what y'all think. Has Canelo Alvarez plateaued? Could he go up to another level of greatness? I believe in Canelo Alvarez. I believe he could do it. Could he do it with Eddy Reynoso? He's young enough to add more wrinkle to his game. Eddy Reynoso is young enough to add more wrinkle to his game in the training aspect. Was Oscar De La Hoya right? I think it'll be a good service for Canelo Alvarez skills to add more wrinkle to his game. Now is if Eddy Reynoso is going to elevate his game to the potential of what Canelo Alvarez could elevate his game, or they just going to stay in the same spot. Because right now, especially with that Dimitry Bivol fight, seems like they very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. And the notion of other fighters leaving them is not a great sign. It's not a great sign that maybe Eddy Reynoso just can't adjust to another style. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. I'm rooting for Canelo Alvarez to stop Triple G. And after this, if he looks good, man, he might have to get that Dimitry Bivol rematch. And I believe the greatness of Canelo Alvarez will go to that rematch versus Dimitry Bivol and beat Dimitry Bivol. I'm saying it right now. I believe in his greatness. And I believe that Canelo Alvarez on the rematch with Dimitry Bivol will whoop his ass. That's just my take.